Hundreds crammed into the Capitol today, rallying to support DFL lawmakers. They're demanding a vote on gun reform after wrapping up a days-long sit-in protest in the State House chambers.
What we are hearing is do not stop fighting for us.
Adam Duxter kicks off our team coverage tonight, breaking down the issue, including why the House Speaker won't call for a vote.
The message outside the House chambers Saturday couldn't be clearer. Hundreds of people, from families of Annunciation victims to moms, demand action, calling on the House of Representatives to vote on a sweeping gun reform bill that already passed the Senate. The bill would ban semi-automatic rifles and high-capacity magazines. DFL lawmakers claim the vote is held up by GOP House Speaker Lisa Demuth.
She promised the families of Annunciation that she would let us hold a vote. What we are asking for is simple. Speaker Demuth, open the drawer, take out the bill, and hold the vote.
Since Thursday, dozens of DFL lawmakers have sat in the closed House chambers in active protest they say has drawn national attention.
We spent 36 hours listening to families, listening to healthcare providers, listening to students. And that is what this vote is about.
Speaker Demuth Friday insistent House lawmakers did hear the vote in committee where it stalled earlier this session.
Part of what you heard called out yesterday was take the vote. We have taken a vote, so now it's a choice if they want to stay there. The gun bills were heard in committee. Bills were introduced back in March, but there have been votes taken. Again, yesterday, even though it was a 7-hour filibuster, another vote was taken.
As protesters drop stones to mark the lives lost to gun violence in Minnesota, DFL lawmakers say a vote is the least they can do to honor those lives.
It took 2 minutes at Annunciation to kill 2 children in our community, and it would probably take us 2 minutes to hold this vote.
Adam Duxter, WCCO News.
That debate over gun safety has created a public debate between House Speaker Demuth and her daughter, who has criticized her mom's actions on social media. Shalisa Demuth recently posted on Threads, "Imagine being the first House Speaker in state history who is also the mother of 2 school shooting victims and conveniently deferring a gun control bill to the next legislative session." She was a 10th grader at Rocori High School in 2003 when a classmate shot and killed 2 fellow students, making gun safety a personal issue. Shalisa Demuth spoke only to WCCO today, sharing that despite the posts, she respects her mother immensely.
What we try to keep at the center is that it's important for us to humanize people who are on the other side of issues that we don't agree with. This one in particular is challenging because it's really our humanity that's at risk.
Shalisa also shared her take on her mother's refusal to call for a vote. That's coming up tonight on WCCO News at 10. There was much more agreement as lawmakers tackled social media safety today. Our Esme Murphy is live at the Capitol with a closer look at the bill, now heading to the governor's desk. Esme?
That's right, Derek. It's one of the bills that did make it through to the finish line. It's a bill that would restrict kids' access to social media and supposedly give parents more control.
There being no further discussion, the clerk will take the roll.
The Green Yes House votes filled the board, the measure passing 131 to 2. The bill will go into effect in July of 2027 and targets children under 16. The bill's authors say data collected from children will not be resold and will only be used for age verification. Authors say there will be automatic privacy settings, banning ads targeting children, verified parental consent, and a strict enforcement of age limits.
For children who are under 16, it is a huge change. When they go on Facebook or Meta or Instagram or TikTok, they won't have infinite scroll, they won't have paid advertisements, they won't have automatic video playing and several other addictive features to keep them from getting addicted to this technology.
The bill passed the Minnesota Senate unanimously with bipartisan support. The bill's Senate authors, DFL Senator Erin May Quaid and Republican Senator Michael Kroon, say it's something parents are desperate for.
Give more control back to the parents. It'll allow for a parental consent if you're under 16 to open an account.
I
I'm so glad that we were able to do this. Minnesota will join 26 other states in protecting kids on social media. It is long past time.
House and Senate leaders continue to be optimistic that an agreement to bail out HCMC, reduce license tab fees, and passing a $1.2 billion bonding or infrastructure bill will hold up and will be passed before the deadline of Sunday night at midnight. Republican Minority Leader Senator Mark Johnson.
Well, clearly there's some issues going on here at the Capitol. I think our legislative leaders are still continuing to work and try to figure that out. And I'm hopeful that we'll see tomorrow at midnight that gavel coming down, sine die, with our bills complete.
Now, both members of the Senate and House are still here at the Capitol, and they are still working. They're expected to work tonight for several more hours. One thing, though, we do know is that the big bills, the HCMC bailout, the rollback of license tab fees to 2022 levels, and also that $1.2 billion infrastructure or bonding bill, all those votes are expected tomorrow. But the leaders of both parties say they are convinced they will get all their work done by tomorrow night's deadline. One thing that does seem clear is it does not look, once again, like there will be any kind of vote on that gun control bill in the Minnesota House. Derek, back to you.
All right, thanks for those updates, Esme.